Hey everybody, we're up here at the shop today. As you may know by my last short video, there's been some changes around here to the scenery at the shop. Long story short, the 91 Chevy is gone. I traded it off, and in exchange we have this big boat here. 1960 Oldsmobile Dynamic 88 station wagon. I've been eyeballing this car for a long time, like a decade ago when it first popped up on Craigslist in Louisville, Kentucky. And then it's moved around a little bit, popped up on Facebook Marketplace a few times. I saw it pop up about a month ago, and I asked the guy about trading, and at the time he only wanted to sell it. So anyway, about a week or two ago, he posted it again, said possible trades. So I messaged him again, and we talked back and forth, and we agreed to a deal. And last Sunday, he brought this thing to me from Corydon, Indiana. We're gonna look over this thing together for the first time, because Sunday I was in a kind of time crunch. So basically he unloaded it here, I rolled it inside, and I took a few pictures of it, and that's as far as things got. So we're gonna kind of look it over together. There's no engine or drivetrain in this car. I knew that ahead of time. We'll take a good look at the front here. Love these cars, so beautiful. Chrome's in good shape on it. It's a very straight car as far as the body goes. It needs floors, but the outside, there's no rust anywhere. The passenger side is beat up quite a bit, which we'll go look at it here in a little bit, but he did give me another fender in the same color. And this fender came off of another parts car he has. It's same color. This fender has the rust at the bottom, which will need to be fixed, or I'm between that and taking this fender off and just hammer and dollying it to get it straight again, which I'm going to try that anyway when I take it off, and if it don't turn out good, I'll use this one. And I did some trading around with the 283 small block I have, and I'm gonna make up the difference, and I'm gonna go up there when I can and get that parts car from him too, because it'll have a passenger side front door I can use, the trim that's missing there, and the windshield, which is cracked here. Plus, who knows what else it has on the inside. But we'll get a good side profile of it here. Needs a pressure wash. Got a little bit of moss going on the side of it. This is my favorite part of the car here, the back. I love 1960 Oldsmobile bumpers, and the way everything kind of comes to a point right there, it just oozes jet age, and I love it. I just love big, ugly 1960 GM cars. That's my vice. But it has the other tail light as well. It's right here. They had it off, I think, so they can kind of work on, so to knock that side out and get it straight again, and get that quarter straight. I think I'm just gonna try to get it as straight as I can without painting it, because I don't want to paint this car. But this is the best view of this car from behind right here. Got the flip down license plate with the gas cap there. All the trim is intact on this thing besides that piece right there, and I can get that off that other car. We'll open the back up here. He brought a bunch of parts with it. The back window is laying up here in one of the seats. I think he had gutted it because he's got all the stuff here to convert it to a power back window, but I think I may just put it back to manual. Got hood hinges here. Bunch of window trim. There's the driver's side door window that's gone. I don't know if this is a 9-passenger or not. It may have the flip up back seat actually, so this may be a 9-passenger wagon, but I see some stuff that lifts up here. I have not, like I said, I haven't even got in here to look this car over yet. We're looking at it together. Got all kinds of interior trim here, whatnot. More moldings and stuff. Old air conditioning compressor, probably off of something else. Wing glass. keep on looking as we go to the front. On these, all the GM 5960 GM wagons all use the same windows to a point, but the Oldsmobiles and Buicks, this window was just a few inches longer, I believe, and then the Pontiacs and Chevys had a shorter one. But I mean, the roof is good and straight. It's not caved in or anything. Looks good. The back seat is not in that bad a shape, really. There's the back glass. As you can see, it's gonna need floors, but I knew that already. The door panels look okay. They just need to be cleaned up. The front area, here you can see Flintstone in it here. Got the door part here. I may just take both doors off of that Oldsmobile if they look pretty good. The column, this was originally a 3-speed on the column car, so I think he's already taken the column out of that parts car and put it in here, and they haven't got it back up under the dash yet. But it looks like I got the bracket for it here, and I saw some more stuff over there in the floor to mount the steering column back to it. Beautiful looking dash. All your gauge cluster here. That's awesome there. Looks cool. Glove box door. Some more junk and parts laying in the floor. I don't know what goes to what. There's a brake pedal, chrome. These floors shouldn't be too bad to fix. I thought they'd be worse. But I mean, the center pan is good. It's just, and the inner structures below look pretty good too. So I think I might be able to, I mean, I'll know better once I get all the seats out and vacuum all the junk out to what I'm working with. But the embroidery on just the upholstery looks really cool. And this is a base model car. The Dynamic 88 is base model. This car didn't have air. It doesn't have the chrome or the stainless molding around the windows. It didn't even have heat or radio, I don't believe. Well, no, there's a radio. It had a radio, but I don't think it came factory with heat from what I heard from the guy. Love the steering wheel on these things, kind of reminiscent of my 60 Buick. He had started putting full-size Chevy wheels on it with spider caps and rings. That one was not matching, but I had this wheel left over from the 91 Chevy, and he had the other spider cap to go with it. Take a moment to admire the lines down through there. Pop the hood here. Took me forever to get it, the latch open. See here, empty. We got the empty pallet here to do whatever we need to. See, it's got the heater delete. No brakes either, so I'll have to figure out what to do on the brakes. I almost bet it doesn't have power steering either. But the inner structures aren't that rusty under here. I need to clean up all that insulation from under the hood, vacuum out here. The cross member looks very similar to my Buick's. So we'll see what we can do there, because I have this nail head here that I'm itching to do something with if I could find a later transmission for it. Sorry for the cut in the video. Somebody pulled up to talk to me real quick, but I was talking about this nail head here. If I could find a 64 through 66 automatic transmission from a Buick, it'll bolt up to that engine, and then I've got an open drive line with a 3-speed instead of the old Dynaflow junk. But if I could find a 371 or 394 with a transmission to just bolt in it, I'd rather do that. Or I'm not above a small block for this one. I just want to get it on the road. But first, I want to get all the body work, or get the body looking decent on it, get this whole side looking better, switch out all the parts, get the floors patched in it, get the windshield put in it, get all the brakes working and go over everything, and then I've got a good platform to stick a drivetrain in after that. But for now, with the new baby here and things going on, it's just going to be sitting here in the shop for a little bit to look at. But just one more quick walk around here. From the back here, looks kind of like a gasser with no engine in it, and the rear squatted down. This is my new money pit for the foreseeable future. Once I get it closer to being on the road, I may end up selling the Buick just to kind of get the money to get it all the way home and moving. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I kind of like to have a project to drive while I can, because this is a ways from being on the road. But here's my new toy, 60 Oldsmobile Dynamic 88 Wagon, for your viewing enjoyment. And thank you all for watching. See ya.